Good morning, family. Happy Tuesday. I hope all is well with you. All is well with me. Before I get started, I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to my subscribers that have been with me from the very beginning. And that really wasn't too long ago. But I also want to say thank you to my new subscribers, those that have decided to click that subscription button and to come on board to allow me to share with them my thoughts on my transformation journey. Chances are those that have subscribed are just really good friends of mine. But honestly, my really good friends are the ones that I met here in Africa. Granted, I have friends and family in America that will always be my friends and family. But I have been allowed to be connected and meet people here in Africa that I probably would have never met in the United States. And for that, I am grateful. The United States is a big country, and I've even people who I've met in Brooklyn, I may or may not have passed them on the subway or down the streets of Manhattan or Queens or even in Brooklyn, and now they're here in the Gambia, and I have been given this wonderful opportunity to get to know them. And so for that, I say thank you. If you're subscribing to my channel or just checking in to hear what I say, chances are you are on your transformation journey as well, or you're on a transportation journey. You're in the States or you're in the West and you want information on what it's like to be in Africa or in the Gambia specifically. I wish I could share with you the different things that I have learned and that I am still going through the process of learning while being here in the Gambia. But I wasn't compelled to share that part of my journey. And I think that's because there are so many other people that are sharing that information. Information overload, too much information. Or in this case, the information changes. I'm going to tell you something. I remember when I first started watching YouTube, I was told that you could build a house for about 20,000 US dollars. And I thought, well, sure. I think, I got 20,000 US dollars that I could put aside and build and have a place on the continent. You could buy lands for 1,000 US dollars, maybe a little bit more. So, I did that. But the reality is that once I started building, not this monstrosity of a house, but something real simple. One floor, two bedrooms, 3.5 baths, open living room concept with the kitchen and dining room, and a little space outside, it became more than $20,000. That's because the price of materials are rising, and it's because construction workers have determined that they could make a lot of money off of people who are coming here to build. They see us as rich in their eyes, and I won't focus too much on that because rich is relative. Now, if I have money coming in like a Hollywood actress, maybe I would be considered rich, or if I had money coming in, like a well-known female rapper, I would be considered rich. I'm just a retired legal secretary, you know? But the idea that you could come to Africa, and the reason why I'm here is because I've always enjoyed warm weather. I wanted the safety of the place, and I wanted the tropical weather that's almost year round. And I thought, oh, if $20,000 can build me a home, well, it could, but I wouldn't be completely happy there. Not coming from a place where I lived that was big. Now let me explain something to you about that. I didn't want a big house. I didn't want steps to clean. I didn't want handrails and balconies to dust off. I didn't want to be responsible for something that was so big that I would have to hire people to help me maintain it. I wanted to have something that was maintainable for me by me. And so I opted for a one level, and I'll show you some bits and pieces of my work, of my build as I go along. But right now, I just thought, let me get to where I'm going. And then when I get there, I'll share more. So if you're wondering where I am, because I usually post my videos, I'm outside doing my videos at the pool, which is always my favorite place to be. I haven't been posting there because it's been a little bit more activity because the season has opened up. There's people, there's music, and I'm not always getting there as early as I used to. Forgive me, because the electricity just went off again this morning. And I'm hoping that my phone will continue to record, and then I could just upload it later. So look behind me. Behind me is a painting that a friend of mine painted. Her name is Jackie. I don't know Jackie's last name, but we'll just call her Jackie, the painter. I asked her to paint this for me. This is called Juneteenth. This is based off of a photograph photo that I took that has been hanging out on my cell phone for over a year. And I wanted this picture put on canvas. And I gave her the picture, told her make the faces obscure as best you can. And she had to kind of piece two separate pictures together to create this one. And I absolutely love it. This will be hanging up in my home. I'm not quite sure which one. Which room I'm going to hang it up in. There is a wall that separates the rooms. Now I decided that I wanted to have a corridor, as they call it. We call it a hallway. And when I say I decided, that was the plan, but it was different initially when I looked at the drawings of the home. And then when I got there, I was like, wait, what? But I've learned to love it and created an environment that I think that I'm going to enjoy for a very long time, that I can't wait to share with you on camera, but I'm looking forward to family and friends coming to visit as well. Anyway, I'm not quite sure what room I'm going to put that painting in, but wherever its place, it's going to be prominent. So I mentioned my wall. My wall, I had imagined putting a whole lot of masks around the wall and having that wall where it's just faces. But I've also asked Jackie to create 2 or 3 more paintings for me of just my photos that I have taken early morning on the beach. They're very simple, but captures the colors that I want from my home. And it's a reminder of my desire always to be at the ocean where I find peace, tranquility, and am able to tune in to the things that are most important to me. I wanted to come on here and talk to you about too much information, but I'm going to go into that later. I have been spending a lot of time these past few days taking in information from YouTube and other social media platforms in regards to a young lady that had been, they used the term unalived by people that she went on vacation with. They keep saying that they were her friends. I'm not even going to use that term because really that they didn't seem like they were being very friendly toward this young lady. I had been taking in a lot of that information since I think Friday or Thursday, and I woke up yesterday feeling sad and heavy. And very honestly, if I get deeper into my emotions, I could sit here and start crying. We already live in a challenging world. We know that there are bad people out there that could do us harm. But could you imagine that people that you spend time with or even go on vacation with would be so hurtful to you? Anyway, I'm thankful, and I can say that on my transformation journey, my family isn't with me, my close friends are not with me, but I am safe. I'm so safe that I don't call home a lot. My friends, well, my cousin, she's like, oh, I haven't heard from you. I thought you got bit by a lion. I thought, oh, you didn't sound good on the phone. I thought, and I'm like, if you don't hear from me, or if you hear from me at, you know, uh, 7 a.m. when I know it's 2 a.m. your time or 3 a.m. your time, I'm not going to sound like jovial me because I'm apprehensive to the fact that I'm calling you so early, but this is the best time for me to call. But trust and believe, honey, I'm having a wonderful time. What I imagined could happen for me when I retired, I'm living that right now. I'm living that right now, and so I'm happy. Let me very quickly explain to those who are new to my channel who I am. My name is Lesline Hendrickson. My family calls me Missy. Even at my age, they still call me Missy, and I respond. Um, I recently wrote a book. It's been out since, I want to say, March, It's called The Boda Boda Driver, a Tanzanian Experience, and it's on Amazon. If you're interested in learning about my book, feel free to go to Amazon and search under L period M period Hendrickson, Hendrickson, and my name and my book is going to pop up. Feel free to review the book. Feel free to order the book. It is ebook and paperback. I suggest a paperback copy because it's like a coffee table book, but in paperback form. It is art in motion. And while I'm here, once again, I want to thank my illustrator, Nixon Jeremiah, for hanging out with me, for capturing my ideas, and for helping me bring my book to life. My aunt on a mat, when I first secured that name on YouTube, ideally I thought I would be sharing my yoga sessions on the beach. I've been teaching yoga here in the Gambia for several months now, but felt that it was important for me to connect with my clients in a secure and safe manner that was private. I felt that having the camera on me or on them would interfere with them focusing on the breath and not on the outside forces that can interfere with movement. In my spirit, having the camera was not important. Videotaping was not important. What was important is that I assist my clients with their transformation, starting out with it being physical and then allowing it to become spiritual. So every once in a while, I would do some breathing, or I would show just the ocean and allow you to meditate on what you're viewing. The other stuff will come, but I thought it was more important for me to share with you my walk leading up to where I am today. Because there are words and then there are actions that go with the words, and I needed to share those actions before I can actually get you and me to the mat so we could go a little bit deeper. So I won't keep this long. It's already 18 minutes. I just wanted to come on board so I can show you this beautiful painting by Jackie. And I wanted to let you know that I want you to stick and stay because I have a lot to share. I also wanted you to know that it is important that you be mindful of the things that you take in. Now, when I was younger, I was taught that the eyes and the ears are the gateway into your soul, into your spirit. And I still believe that, and the information that we receive can build us up or tear us down. And so today, I am mindful of the fact that the information that I have been receiving lately has not made me feel good. And then I can move on knowing that I need to put blinders on, continue to stay focused, but also put some earbuds in because it's just too much. It's just too much. I understand the scope of it. If you talk about it enough, if you talk it up enough, people that need to hear what's going on can do something about it, because if you do something wrong, you have to deal with the ramifications of your wrongness. And I'm hoping that that is the case for these individuals. No one should be walking around scot-free if there is nobody. If there is no body existing in that body anymore. Did you hear that? The electricity came back on, then it went back off again. That's what I have to deal with sometimes, but it's okay. I knew it before I got here, and I had decided that I was going to make that adjustment as best as I can. And so I do what I do. But solar looks good every day. Every day. So I'm going to leave off here. I'll come back a little later and I'll share with you my thoughts about information. Okay? Please continue to stick and stay, share what you like, and once again, thank you for hanging out with Ma'at on the mat. Namaste and Ashe.